You're locked in here, Station of the Stars. Don't go anywhere. Coming your way, it's Verdant Life with your local CEO of Verdant Life. Join us on YouTube and Facebook for Grow Your Life.
You're tuned in to Omega Radio with your host, Ofra Gaito, with Grow Your Life, the program that goes beyond houseplants and gardening. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm here with Omega Radio 101.9 FM every Friday at 1:45 p.m. And today
Oh, thank you for having me. This is fabulous.
Thank you, Catherine. And we are today talking about a subject that Catherine is really very good about it and is very knowledgeable about, which is art inspired by plants. And Catherine has gone a long way in her life. She wasn't always into art. She actually got into art in 2012. She used to live with her lovely husband in California, and they moved, and at that time she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and that was when she decided to start with the art.
Yes, ma'am. I kind of had to slow down quite a bit.
Yeah, and she is very good with watercolors. Am I right?
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, I think I am. I try very hard. And one of the interesting things about Ofra is that she inspired me to look at plants as a source of art and inspiration, not only for myself, but for other artists, and the way that we use plants to inspire our art. So,
Catherine is very knowledgeable. She's got different artists that are her favorites. I know Picasso.
Just one, yes, ma'am.
That's one of them, and she really likes how talented he was and how he actually studied the art school that his father was the dean at the age of 16, and then he decided that he is a different level and was inspired himself to start going on his own with his own methods, with his own art and drawing, which was completely different. And just in general, Catherine's knowledge about art and what she does is amazing. And I want to hear about your knowledge.
I really appreciate that. The thing that I found really interesting, first of all, about Picasso was that he learned how to do a lot of different forms of art. He was a printer. He was a lithographer. He invented a whole new form of art called Cubism.
Completely.
And it was a really interesting form in that it didn't look like anything else. Georgia O'Keeffe was one inspired by plants also. She did a lot of flowers and very close up in very minute detail. I used to be a scuba diver a long time ago, and that was the kind of things that you noticed underwater, was the little tiny details. And plants are the root of our food chain. They're just about central to everything that we do. And what a lot of people don't know is that before there were photographs, before there were the internet, before there was television, there were artists hired by kings, by private companies, by military people to go out with them and describe, draw, and sometimes write about the things that they discovered.
It's true, because the nature definitely possesses the ability to inspire us. And so, yeah, and we simply need to take the time and observe and admire its beauty. And through drawing and the painting, people definitely get to do that, and it stays for generations.
Absolutely. Some of those drawings that the artists on ships of Da Gama and all sorts of explorers still exist today. They're in the Smithsonian. They're in museums all over the world. Van Gogh was one that says trees are difficult to draw because they have a soul.
That's true.
And I am totally agreement with that because they're one of my favorite subjects, but they are very difficult to draw. And I think part of the issue is that we are asymmetrical beings. Trees are not. They have a very well-ordered way of growing and a very beautiful way of helping our environment and the world around us. They produce the oxygen that we breathe. They produce the shade that we relax under, which is a good thing this time of year, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. You know, the plants, they played a very significant role by expressing metaphors and as cultural symbols of their lifetime. So there is a lot that one can absorb from this type of art.
Mm-hmm.
And there is an artist that when I did my search about this, there is an artist by the name Diana Scherer, who's a German-born artist, and she now lives in Amsterdam. And she graduated in fine arts and photography, and she actually did a very diverse work through her art, and it's been widely published around the world. What she did was taking plants actually from her garden and planting them inside vases with soil. And then once those plants from her garden started growing in a vase, producing the roots and flourishing, that's when, after a few months, about 6 months, she broke those vases. She did different ones, and she broke the glass, and then she took out the plant with the shape of the vase.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. And you see all the roots. You
That's
see all
amazing.
the soil. And she actually did that through photography, which is something very unique. So you can express that through photography. You can express this type of thing through actual art, painting,
Drawing.
through drawing, exactly. And this is just an example that I can show to the listeners. This is one, hopefully they'll be able to see that. This is one of the ideas of what she did.
Oh,
That is beautiful.
wow.
Then that can be photographed beautifully. That can be also painted beautifully. And
That's
all
good
from
daily
her
practice for artists, is to
Yes.
use their plants inside their house
That's right.
or outside in their backyard. Sit for 5 minutes, take
Exactly.
a sketch, see what you can come up with.
What you can come up with and show.
beautiful things.
It is absolutely endless. I'll show one more example. This is a stunning one. You can see the shape of the vase very clearly. Let me just show you once again.
And it is so amazing, the intricacy of the roots and how they
Yes.
wrap around themselves.
Yes, and it shows the shape of the vase that it was actually growing in. So these type of ideas are amazing. Tell us a little bit more about your experience, Catherine, because you've got years of experience in this, and you have your own website.
Thank you so much. Yes, I do. It's called catscreationsart.com. And you can find my broadcast schedules. You can find art for purchase. You can find all sorts of different things there, including the guests and information about my show on Wednesday, Creative Space, which is another wonderful thing that I do with Omega Radio that's absolutely fabulous. And I look forward to hearing from each one of you on your experience as well. What I have done in the past is I'll get up in the morning, sometimes early, and the first thing that pops into my field of vision, and often that's a plant, will get in the sketchbook. I take 5 minutes, I take 10 minutes. Sometimes I get lucky, I get 15 or half an hour.
And you start sketching.
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful.
Oh, it's fun. It's an absolutely wonderful way to start your day. There's another way to do it also, where you journal. You write about the different plants that are in your garden, and you keep track of their growth habits.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is very important when you, first thing in the morning, you wake up to open the window and to look outside at the nature, at what you have around you, to spend a little bit of time outside, maybe drink your coffee outside. I mean, now it's very hot, but you can do that from the inside of your house, looking outside at your garden, and some bright air first thing in the morning, bright light.
It
first thing in the
absolutely
morning.
does not hurt.
It does not hurt, and it's actually healthy for you to start the day this way.
Mm-hmm.
So it is highly recommended for your own well-being to start your day by looking at your garden, relaxing, taking 10 minutes for yourself, then immersing into your day.
Because it's the breath that's the important thing. If you take your time and you breathe some of that air that the plants leave us
That's right.
from their own respiration and their own breath, and taking the nutrients out of the soil, you can find some really interesting inspiration for your art as a day, as an artist.
Yes, and a lot of those plants, what Catherine mentioned, is very important. They're very good for oxygenation, for improving your air quality in your house. And we really, at Verdant Lyfe, have got many plants that help to do that, many snake plants. It's amazing selection. On our website, you can check plants that help to improve the air quality, and you will see a vast list of them. And if you want to check for further information, you may visit our website, verdantlyfe.com,
Mm-hmm.
and you spell it VERD like dream, ANTLYFE.com. And if you wish to purchase any of our plants, we have a special code for our dear listeners of Omega Radio, especially. And the code is Omega20. So you can go to our website and purchase any plant you wish, and we ship it all over United States, and it will arrive safely to your home. We pack it with lots of love. And if you want to check, we have excellent Google reviews, so you can check us up on Google. Please follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. We do live. Mel does lives every Friday on TikTok and Instagram.
And they
Facebook.
have terrific workshops.
Yes, and we do
Make art from plants that
make
are
art
just
from plants.
amazing.
We're going to introduce new workshops in September, which are the terrarium workshops.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so this is something new that we're going to teach people that live in Broward County, West Palm Beach, or Dade County. They're more than welcome to come and visit us and join the workshop. And it will be the first time that we will introduce this type, and it will be terrariums that you create yourself, and we give you different options. You will be able to create your own art with succulents inside the terrarium. We give you all the material, the sand, the stones, the pebbles, the soil, the succulents.
And it's a really, really fun bonding experience. I'll tell you what, I go to these classes and workshops for the food.
Oh, there you are. And then there is also the possibility of using different shells to decorate those terrariums, which is something that Kelly, one of our ladies, recommended. And then we're going to have another terrarium, which will be with carnivorous plants, where we use sphagnum moss. So this is something new we're introducing. So please follow us on social media. Come and visit our nursery here in Coral Spring. Catherine happened to join many of our workshops, and she loves it.
I really do. It is an absolutely amazing experience. There are wonderful students, and her teachers are absolutely fabulous. They answer all your questions. They're very patient, especially with me. And it's a wonderful, terrific way to spend your evening.
Yes, and it's very relaxing, very gratifying. You enjoy it, and that's the idea, to do art which is inspired by plants. I mean, there are different places where you can go and do painting of plants. You know places like that where...
Oh, yes, there are all kinds of different places outdoors and like along the walk here in Coral Springs. What you want to do is anytime you're stopping outside of a restaurant, you want to ask permission and take everything with you. You want to clean up after you, and it is a really fun thing when the weather is nice to sit out there and sketch the trees. I've taken terrific photographs of all sorts of plant areas out here in Coral Springs. It's an amazing, wonderful place. Tree City is a designation that is applied to a lot of cities that have great trees and great art. And Coral Springs is one of those cities.
Yes, yeah, so we are in the right place here. And just remember that your time, energy, and peace are the most important things in your life. So you need to navigate them through the right channels. And one of them is what we do here at Verdant Lyfe, growing and caring for plants and art as well.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to see you, and hopefully you will be listening to us next Friday
Absolutely.
at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Omega Radio 101.9 FM. In the meantime, have a beautiful, blessed weekend.
You too. And congratulations to Omega on their 20th anniversary.
Yes.
We are so glad to both be partners with our great friends here at Omega Radio.
And then Catherine is every Wednesday at 11 a.m.
11 a.m., yes, ma'am.
Yes, with her own program, which is called
Creative Space. And we love plants and the artists who help us take care of them.
Yep. Thank you so much. Have a blessed weekend.
Take care, everyone.
For further information, (1:30 p.m.) right on this station, Omega Radio. We are bringing you expert tips and tricks on how to truly grow your life.